Today I am going to be having a go at doing a Draw My Life, since we've found quite a few of it on YouTube. So I am going to get right into it, and we shall start off whenever I was born. I was born on, oh, I fix my pen or something, I don't know. I was born on the 19th of February. I have a funny feeling I was an evening baby. I think I was like in like 7 in the morning. I think that was an awful bird. I cannot draw. But yeah, I was born on the 19th of February. I was, yay! That's me with the curly hair. Anyway, I was a very, very sleepy baby. I just slept a lot in the car, and Mum thought that at one point I may have gone into a coma. But I was a, not big baby, I was a little baby with mad curly blonde hair and big green eyes. I was trying to fix my pen. See, green eyes, yay! Although that looks really creepy. God, that looks awful. Anyway, I was a blonde-haired curly baby with big green eyes, and then 1 year and 10 months later, my little sister Tegan was born. Now, I don't remember any of this. I have an awful memory of when I was younger, but Tegan was born on the 30th of December. So, yeah, that's when she was born. I don't remember knowing Mum was pregnant or anything along those lines, so I just remember getting a little baby sister. Although whenever we were younger, Tegan and I, well, Tegan was lying on the floor asleep or something, I can't remember anyway, and I thought it would be a good idea to jump on Tegan and play with her. Unfortunately though, while I was doing this, I look like an alien. While I was doing this, I may or may not have stopped her breathing for a few seconds, so that was probably very, very bad. Next thing I can remember was me going to Busy Bees, as I'm drawing here, which was my play school, kindergarten, whatever, I don't know. And Mum took me to that, and I just remember having an absolute ball there. I loved Busy Bees to pieces. Auntie Phyllis, I remember her. She was the lady, I suppose, that looked after us all. Like, she was the leader, for want of a better word. But I can remember being in Busy Bees, and there was a slide, and I was obsessed with Power Rangers at the time. So I was at the top of the slide, and I was about to go down, and I basically yelled, "I'm a Power Ranger!" as I was going down. Best day ever. I can remember that so clearly. Beyond that, I don't really remember much of my childhood, other than the next thing was going to primary school, which was a big scary thing for me, because my primary school was absolutely huge. It was Downshire. It was Hillsborough Primary School, but then it changed to Downshire, so that was that. I love primary school, though. Primary school was brilliant. Mum always took us there in the morning. Oh, no, sorry. Well, Mum always took us there in the morning, and then my Granda Chris always took us home again from school. And I can remember in like P7 and P6 mainly, there used to be like, games and at break time and lunchtime. You would like eat your lunch really quickly to get outside and play. And I always remember playing chases with the boys, and they were all terrified of me because I just like ran after them full pelt. And most days I didn't really know how to apply my brakes. So I was sort of like, yay, play chases! And I just sort of got on with it, and the guys were scared. So yeah, it was that. And then the next thing in primary school was the big 11 plus exam transfer test, I think it was known as, which has now been scrapped, and there's now these horrible other ones. But I studied really hard. Like, my Granda Chris helped me with that, but I did love school, so it wasn't too hard. But yeah, he helped me get on with stuff, and studying was really good. And then after that, yeah, he helped me a lot. He was brilliant doing past papers and stuff. We really studied hard. Like, every day after school, I'd have to study before I got to do any of my treats. And then the next thing, shown in this very badly drawn comic strip, was the results day of the results. I think that's a door. I think that's my door. The results coming through the door. Me opening them and being really very scared. I can actually remember shaking. Like, it was the first time I'd ever been so nervous about anything in my life when I was that little. But I opened them, and I was happy enough, and I got my yay! So it meant I could go on to my first choice of school. But then after that, it was basically ring all the friends, make sure all of them know what I got. So yeah. Then next thing was the... my board cleaning's really bad. Anyway, next thing was the big move from primary school, Downshire, to Wallace High School, where I am now and have been for the past 5 years. Almost 5.5. 5.5, I think. I don't know. I just remember moving and it was really scary because I had to leave most of my friends behind, and it was a case of I can't just sit in the same room all day. I had to move around and stuff. But the first girl that I ever sat beside, well, actually, yeah, in class basically, was Ashley. And I sort of just adopted her as my best friend because she was like really shy and I just wasn't. And I was like, you know what, you're going to be my best friend and that's it. And you really have no choice no matter. So that was that. So we've been best friends more or less ever since. And then we've got our other friends as well now. But then on the third year of high school, I can remember coming out of school and Mum was waiting for me in the car and she basically told me that my granny Noreen had died. Not my granda Chris's wife, my other granda's wife, of a huge heart attack, and that was awful day. I loved my granny Noreen. It always meant pancakes when you went to her house, but that was probably the worst thing that happened at that point. But I loved high school as well. High school was absolutely brilliant. Fantastic, because I mean I have all my friends there and it just was so much fun. I enjoyed it so much. I've always enjoyed school. And then the next thing was my mocks. Now I have a funny story to tell about these. I had a Spanish mock, you see, of reading and listening, and I forgot it because I hadn't had it highlighted on my timetable, which was really bad. I was like freaking out on the morning. But all my friends thought it was absolutely hilarious, and now they never let me forget it, and they always want a copy of my timetable for any exams, so I don't ever do it again. So yeah. Next thing was sports days. This wasn't in the middle of our GCSEs, but I just sort of remembered it there now. Basically during sports days, well, we don't have them anymore, but we would just lie out in the field underneath the sun, sunbathing as you do, because we couldn't be bothered doing any actual sports because we're lazy. Not that, we just didn't like the sports, and they were always pushing people who were in teams to do it instead, so we sunbathed instead because we were so cool. We were the cool kids. But then the next thing that came, oh yes, messing about. I remember this. Basically in school we mess about, not a lot, but you know, enough to keep school amusing. And what I'm depicting here is us making a movie in MIA of Chab Zombies. Now admittedly this was in A level, but still it sort of illustrates the point hilariously. However, the next thing that came was the GCSEs. Not after Chav Zombie, but yeah, that came. GCSEs. Yay, that was really scary. Although, to be fair, I got through them and I got 1 A star, 1 A, 7 Bs and 2 Cs, so I was happy enough with that. However, just soon after, in October, my granda Chris died of cancer, and I miss him a lot. I loved him so much. But he was in the Marie Curie hospice before he died, so if you guys out there on YouTube would give that, it's an absolutely brilliant cause. They were so good to my granda and loads of other people as well that we met there. They were all so lovely and looked after their patients really, really well. It's a really worthwhile cause. Anyway, moving on to that. One day, basically all of us were sitting in, I can't remember if it was lunch or moving image arts. Either way, we were all sitting, and this was in A level. Kaylee with her glasses. Look at my awful drawing. Yay! That's Ashley. I think that's Sophie. Anyway, the point is, all of us were sitting totally and utterly bored. Bored, we're all bored. So we decided, you know what, we have an idea. I have an idea which is now going to be depicted by this little light bulb. Look at this light bulb and my curly hair. We think we should vlog. We'll have a go at vlogging. It's a good idea. So that is basically how the whimsical guide to life was born, which is depicted by this stork carrying the whimsical guide to life in a little thingy motor and an eye. Yeah, there you go. So now basically we are studying for our AS levels, which are coming up in May and June. Too soon anyway. So yeah, basically life's not all bad, though. You know, life's pretty good at the minute. I've got my friends. Love my friends. Yay! I got a boyfriend as well, which is nice. That was on Saturday past or so. Went to Gosford Forest Park for a walk and got asked out there, which was really sweet. So yeah, I'm a happy bunny about that. So more or less, guys, that is kind of my life up to now, I guess. I've got my friends. That's a horrible drawing. Oh well. I've got all my friends, you know, I've got Ashley, Hayley, Sophie, Claire, Laura, and all my friends, and they all support me really well. I've got my boyfriend, Rob. That's a really bad drawing. Lol. I've got my boyfriend, Robbie. I've got school. I love school. I always have. And I've also got my family, my mum, my dad, my sister, and my doggy Mickey. So yeah, that's my family, and I love my life with them, and I couldn't complain about it at all whatsoever. So yeah, basically that's more or less the end of it. Well, not really. It's sort of a to be continued thing since I'm still alive. So yeah.